Did you know that the average person today checks their phone more than 100 times a day? 100 times. Not 10, not 20, 100. Let that sink in for a moment. Each time, it only takes a few seconds, but let's add it up. 100 times, 10 seconds each. That's already 17 minutes. 17 minutes gone. And that doesn't even include the time it takes to recover from each interruption. Because every time you look away, your mind has to start over, again and again and again. And that's just the phone. Not to mention emails, messages from colleagues, calls, notifications from 15 different apps, all of them competing for just one thing: your attention. The world has never been louder. And yet, so many people feel exhausted. But exhausted in a strange way. Not because they work too much, but because they work too fragmentedly. They sit in front of a screen for 8 hours, but their mind jumps between 20 different things. They are present at their desk, but not really present. You know that feeling, don't you? That feeling at the end of the day when you look back and ask yourself, what did I truly accomplish today? And the answer is often, not much. But here's the paradox. There are people with the same 24 hours who create extraordinary things. They write books. They invent. They learn a new skill in 3 months, while others take 3 years. They don't have longer days. They don't have superhuman energy. They only have one thing: the ability to work without interruption. It sounds simple, but in this world, simple doesn't mean easy. And there is a book, first published in 2016, that remains just as relevant today. It reveals that the difference between the extraordinary and the ordinary is not IQ, not a degree, not luck. It is a skill rarer than all of those. The author calls it deep work. And today, I want to invite you to look at one insight, the one I believe is the most valuable of all. Focus is not something you do, it's someone you are. I'm not here to summarize the book from cover to cover. I'm here so we can sit quietly with one question. Have you truly been living up to your brain's potential? Or are you letting the outside world decide for you? If that question touches something inside you, please stay. Before we go further, let me tell you a little about the author. Because sometimes, the story of the person who wrote the book is just as precious as the words inside. The author of Deep Work is Cal Newport. He is a professor at Georgetown University with a PhD from MIT, one of the most demanding schools on the planet. And here's the interesting part. Newport barely uses any social media. No Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok. He has written books, hosted a podcast, blogged since 2007, and been a professor, all while living almost completely untouched by the very platforms designed to distract. That means he lives exactly what he writes. Since 2016, this book has sold millions of copies, been translated into more than 35 languages, and become a New York Times bestseller. Writers at The New Yorker called it one of the best books on both productivity and distraction. Mel Robbins said it was the answer to the overwhelm of our time. So why does it resonate so deeply? In my opinion, the answer is simple. The book touches a hidden wound that most of us carry. I'm busy all day, but at the end of the day, I can't remember what I truly did. Deep work doesn't just point out the pain, it offers the medicine. Now, let's move to the next part, where I will show you exactly what has been stealing your focus day after day. Before we talk about solutions, we need to see the problem clearly. The issue is not that you are weak or undisciplined. The issue is that you are fighting against a machine designed by some of the smartest minds on the planet. The engineers at Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they don't work hard to help you focus. They work hard to keep you on their platforms as long as possible. Every time you scroll, every time a notification pops up, a tiny bit of dopamine is released in your brain. Dopamine, the neurotransmitter of anticipation. It doesn't come from seeing something interesting. It comes from expecting something that might be interesting. And social media platforms have optimized that anticipation perfectly. You never know what comes next. That uncertainty stimulates your brain more than any predictable reward. This is not your fault. This is biology. But biology is not destiny. There's an interesting study. In 2009, Professor Clifford Nass at Stanford University conducted a famous experiment on multitaskers. He thought that people who multitask well would be good at, well, multitasking. Seems obvious, right? But the result was the complete opposite. People who frequently multitasked were worse at switching between tasks. They were worse at filtering out irrelevant information. And most importantly, they were worse at focusing on a single task. Let me say that again. Chronic multitaskers became worse at multitasking, a painfully beautiful paradox. The reason? Their brains had become accustomed to scattered attention. They slowly lost the ability to focus deeply because they no longer practiced it. Here's a way to picture it. If you only jog 200 meters every day, you will never run a marathon. The same is true for your brain. If every day you only focus in small bursts before being interrupted, you are training your brain to be incapable of sustained focus. But here's the good news. The opposite is also true. If you practice deep focus every day, you will build a brain capable of extraordinary work. However, there's a trap that many people fall into when reading this book. They think, deep work means I need to turn off my phone and sit at my desk. True, but not enough. Because if you do those things with a reluctant attitude, as if you're punishing yourself, you will never stick with it. Sooner or later, you will return to your old habits, because your brain doesn't change just because of an external behavior. It changes when that behavior becomes who you are. And this brings us to the most important part. I have read Deep Work 3 times. The first time, I saw it as a book about productivity, how to get more done. The second time, I saw it as a book about discipline, how to resist temptation. The third time, I finally understood. It's not a book about doing. It's a book about becoming. Let me explain. There are 2 ways to change a habit. The first way, you create a system of rewards and punishments. This works, but it consumes a lot of willpower, and willpower is a limited resource. The second way, you change how you see yourself. You no longer try to do deep work. You simply become someone who does deep work. Sounds abstract? Let me give you a concrete example. 2 people want to quit smoking. When offered a cigarette, the first person says, "No thanks, I'm trying to quit." The second person says, "No thanks, I don't smoke." The difference is just one verb, but it changes everything. One person is still a smoker who is trying. The other is a non-smoker. One is fighting their old self. The other is simply living as their new self. Deep work is exactly the same. If you think, "Today I will try to focus," you are in a battle with yourself. Sooner or later, you will lose. But if you think, "I am someone who does deep work," then turning off your phone, not opening useless tabs, spending hours on a hard problem, all of that is just you, naturally, effortlessly. This, I believe, is the most valuable insight in this entire book. Cal Newport never says it directly, but if you read carefully, you will see it hidden in every chapter. For example, the story of Adam Grant, the youngest tenured professor at Wharton. His productivity is astonishing. Hundreds of academic papers, multiple bestsellers, and still time for students. His secret? Grant doesn't try to focus. He has designed a life that simply removes shallowness. He puts his email on auto-reply for months at a time to write books. He batches all meetings into one specific time of the week. But more importantly, he never feels like he is sacrificing anything, because for him, deep work is not a tool. It is his nature. I want to pause here for a moment and invite you to ask yourself, how do you define yourself in relationship to focus? Are you someone who is easily distracted? Someone who can't sit still? Someone who is busy but never gets anywhere? If the answer is yes, then that is not a harmless observation. That is a declaration you are silently signing with yourself every day. And like a promise, it shapes your behavior. Now try redefining yourself. I am someone who respects my own attention. I am someone who only does things worthy of my time. I am someone who can stay with a difficult problem without needing an escape. Say those sentences in your mind. How do they feel? And here's where it gets interesting. Changing your identity is not a one-time thing. It's a process. And this book gives us very concrete tools for that process. Psychologists call this cognitive consistency. Humans have a deep need. Our thoughts must match our actions. If there is a contradiction, we feel discomfort. If you believe you are an honest person, it's hard to lie without feeling guilt. If you believe you are a disciplined person, it's hard to quit halfway without feeling bad. So when you shift your identity from someone trying to focus to someone who does deep work, something magical happens. You no longer have to fight with willpower. Your behavior automatically adjusts to match your new self. That's why focus is who you are. So, how do you build the identity of a deep worker? Cal Newport offers many strategies. I will share them as 5 simple steps. Step 1. Let go of the myth of multitasking. You cannot do 2 things at once. You can switch between them very quickly, but every time you switch, you pay a price called attention residue, the part of your attention left behind from the previous task, following you like a shadow. Research shows that after an interruption, it takes more than 20 minutes to return to the same depth of focus as before. A 2-minute phone call can kill half an hour of effective work. A few seconds of looking at a message can destroy an hour of thinking. So step 1 is very simple. Believe that multitasking is a lie and live as if you truly believe it. Step 2. Create a ritual as simple as possible. Don't start with a grand plan. 5 hours of deep work every day, no phone, no internet. That plan will crumble by day 3. Instead, begin with a small ritual that you repeat every day. For example, every morning from 8 to 9:30, you put your phone in a drawer, disconnect from the internet, and do one single thing. 90 minutes, every day, consistently. The magic won't come after 1 week, but it will come after 1 month. Because every time you complete that ritual, you are sending a signal to your brain, I am someone who does deep work. Step 3. Learn to embrace boredom. This is the least noticed step, but in my opinion, the most important one. Most people cannot do deep work not because they are lazy, but because they are afraid of boredom. They need something to fill every gap. Waiting in line, waiting for a coffee, even the few seconds before falling asleep. Their brains have become addicted to constant stimulation. And when the stimulation stops, they feel uncomfortable. So what's the solution? Create intentional boredom every day. 15 minutes of walking without your phone. No music, no podcast. Just you, your brain, and your thoughts. At first, it will be very hard. You will feel restless. You will want to reach for your phone. But please, stay with it, because you are training your brain in a skill more valuable than any other: the ability to stay with yourself. Step 4. Create a shutdown ritual. I love this part. Newport suggests, at the end of each workday, have a clear shutdown ritual. Look at your to-do list. Mark what's complete. Roughly plan for tomorrow. And then say out loud to yourself, "Goodbye, work. I'll come back tomorrow." Why? Because a deep worker is not someone who works 24/7. A deep worker is someone who knows when to turn on and when to turn off. Completely. When you have no clear boundary, your mind wanders endlessly between work and rest. And in the end, you never truly rest. And a brain that never truly rests can never truly focus. Step 5. Try 30 days without social media as an experiment. Newport offers a fascinating challenge. 30 days. Completely stop using personal social media. No posting, no scrolling, no likes, no comments. You don't need to delete your accounts. Just log out and live. After 30 days, ask yourself 2 questions. Would the last 30 days have been significantly different if I had used social media? Did anyone truly notice or care that I wasn't there? If the answer is no, then you have your answer. I'm not saying social media is useless. I'm saying let it serve you, not rule you. And now we have arrived at the end. I know, all of this sounds difficult, especially step 3, embracing boredom, and step 5, stepping away from social media. But please remember this one thing. In a world where distraction has become the default, where countless people around you are slowly losing their ability to focus for any length of time, just the fact that you can still do deep work, even 90 minutes a day, places you in the top 1% of people who can still truly think. And when you truly think, you create true value. And when you create true value, your life changes. Deep work does not promise you'll be rich in 30 days. It is not a get-rich-quick book. It is not a magic formula to turn you into a genius overnight. But it promises something far more precious than all of those things. It promises that you will reclaim ownership of your own mind. And once you own your mind, nothing is impossible. You don't need another secret. You don't need another skill course. You only need one thing: the ability to sit down, turn everything off, and face a difficult problem in silence, long enough for that problem to surrender to you. That is deep work. That is the superpower of the 21st century. If this insight has been valuable to you, please leave a comment. If you have ever tried deep work, please share your experience. And please, take this last sentence with you. In this age of fragmentation, the only one who truly wins is the one who still holds the ability to remain whole. If you found this video helpful, please share it with someone who needs it. Don't forget to give us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Once again, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.